Hey friends, welcome back to another product review and unboxing. I am going to be unboxing the Flikeze, I'm not sure exactly how to say it, but their Elite 78 red light panel. I am loving how red light therapy is just saturating the market right now because I am so incredibly passionate about red light therapy and the effect it has had on my health. So I'm super excited to see all these different products coming out, and I am happy to review them. I am also going to be doing a giveaway at the end of this video. Flikeze has offered one of their basic 78 panels for giveaway, so stick around to the end for that. This Elite panel, though, that I am going to be unboxing and showing you guys, it has some unique features. Like I said, there's a lot of red light therapy panels on the market now, but when I see one that has, a few different little features in there, I'm really excited to, check all those things out and see what, upgrades and things that they came up with. So let's go ahead and get the box open. We're going to look at it, look at all the features, plug it in, try it out, and then towards the end we will do the giveaway. Here is the box. Let's go ahead. Let's get Flikeze. Let's get Flikeze. Lots of protection for the panel, so nicely packaged, very secure. Ooh, it looks really cute. Nice big user manual. I'll be flipping through this for sure. Then we have the power cord. We have some foldable little eye protection goggles and some green goggles and some tools. And now for the panel. Oh, I just love how sleek it looks with the black. There it is, and one thing I love is that it has a stand, so the stand just pulls out. It's a little stiff, but of course that's what you want because you don't want it to collapse. Pull it all the way out here, and then I like that. I like how it angles up. That is very nice, and like I said, it's stiff, so you don't have to worry about it collapsing at all. This is a simple little thing, but I also like the little handle here on the back, so it's easy to pick up and move around. So when you are shopping for a red light panel, you really want to find something that has a fan in it. If you get a red light panel that doesn't have a cooling fan, it's probably not putting out a lot of power, and you just, you'd probably have to use it for a whole lot longer than you would with a higher power output. So this one has fans in there. I think the design is really, really sleek. And there is the control panel. So we will be looking at that more in depth when we plug it in and turn it on. So now we're going to get it plugged in. I'm going to put this side of the power cord in here, and this end goes in the back right here. And plug it in. All right, and then there is the switch on the back to start it. Oop, there it goes. I just pressed the start button. It's on red and near infrared right now. I can take off the red, and then it's only on near infrared, which looks like it's off, but that's because near infrared is not visible to the human eye. So I can turn that off. I can have on just the red. You can see there. And then one cool feature about this panel is that it also has blue light, which actually does have some health benefits. And I was reading about it, and you can actually also use it for disinfecting things. So that's kind of interesting. But it can have some really great skin health benefits. So depending on, what you're wanting to use light therapy for, this specific wavelength of blue light might be very beneficial. So that's what that looks like, which is very cool. So it looks like you can have the blue light only. You can have the near infrared only. You can have the red only. Or you can have the red and the near infrared at the same time. There we go. And then if you hit the clock button, it looks like it goes up by 5 minutes each time, between 5 and 30 minutes. And then there are different brightness levels. P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. That is interesting. Same with the blue. You can increase the brightness, which is great, especially when you're first starting out with light therapy. It's always great to start out slow. And so to be able to start at the low and then gradually increase is a really great feature. Some of the specifications that I wanted to go over real quick. We have the weight at 7.2 pounds. The irradiance is at 148 milliwatts per centimeter squared at 6 inches. And it's great that they give you like the irradiance at different measurements because, well, there are some panels that will just give you the irradiance like touching the panel, which you normally would never do. So to know the irradiance at the different distances is ideal. Then here are all of the wavelengths that this panel includes. The blue, which is the 460 nanometers, the 630. So in the red range, they have two different wavelengths, the 630 and the 660. And then in the near infrared, they have 4 different wavelengths, the 810, 830, 850, and 880 nanometers. And so that's, a little bit unique. Most red light therapy panels just have the 2. I believe it's the 660 and I forget if it's 850. There's 2 that are most common, but lots of different wavelengths have benefits as well. And so having more in there is an interesting and helpful addition. They state that it has no flicker, which is great. Very low on the EMF emission. The power is 165 watts. So you can kind of compare different panels depending on how many watts they have. More watts, more power. So the less time you'll probably have to use the panel, the fewer watts, the more time. So I like to point out that if you just buy an LED bulb that has the red and near infrared wavelengths from Amazon and just put it into a lamp, usually it's around like 30, 36 watts. So you can just see how many of those bulbs would take to equal the power that's coming from the panel. There are 78 LEDs, which is why it's called the Elite 78. The beam angle is 60 degrees, lifespan 100,000 hours, and they do have a 3-year warranty. So I really love this size for like a desktop lamp. If you want to get full body coverage, you're going to have to move it around different places. Although one thing that you can do when you have a smaller panel that's not a full body panel is do one part of your body one day, another part of your body the other day, because you don't have to do the same body part every single day. It's okay to take a day off here and there. So if you have a panel like this doing, one day on your face, one day on your back, that would be a great way to balance it out. I really love the stand. I think that is really solid, really nice. The additional wavelengths in there are very cool, especially the blue. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the giveaway. So the giveaway that we are going to be doing is for their basic 78 panel. So it's the same size as this, and it has 78 LEDs, but it has just the 2 wavelengths, one of red and one of near infrared. It does not have the blue, but you get all of the great benefits of that red and near infrared light. So what I want you guys to do is leave a comment down below this video, and in the comment I just want you to have the words red light in there somewhere. It doesn't have to be a hashtag. The giveaway will be open for 1 week, and so I will have all the information down in the description of the exact date that it will end, that I will draw the winner. I will reply to the comment of the winner and ask you to send me an email at indigoliza@gmail.com. If you get a comment from anybody saying to do anything besides that, even if it looks like me, don't respond to it. It's probably a spammer. The only thing I will ever ask you to do is contact me at indigoliza@gmail.com. I will also put a community post on my YouTube channel, so if you're curious, if you're not sure if it's from me or not, you can go over to my posts, and if there is your name there in the post, you will know that you are the winner. Thanks so much for watching. I will put a link down below to Flikeze where you can check out all of the different panels that they have. They have all different sizes and things with different features, so you can check all that out there. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.